up, y'all? So we just got through watching Insecure season 4 episode 6. Lowkey done. My daughter was just complaining about it was too short, and it was. Every time, they get to the good point, the whole episode was good. But every time it gets real good, it cuts off. So that's strategic. So it opens up with Issa laying in the bed, thinking about what happened at the block party with her and Molly. Mostly, she was thinking about what Molly said to her when they was cussing each other out. And then she checking her phone. Kelli keep calling her. Kelli had the baby, Tiffany's baby, and she wouldn't stop crying. And she wanted Kelli's boobs. Kelli said ain't nothing in there but a wee thin. Her brother was calling her, and I guess he had a overnight guest because dude was putting on his clothes. I was like, okay, then I didn't even see dude in the background. Could y'all believe that Nathan, light skin, called her while he was cutting somebody's hair? He called her for work. He called her from the barber shop. I was like, what? So I was like, okay, there's some potential there, I guess. I don't know. I can't feel some type of way about Nathan for what he did on season 3. I don't know, but it seemed like he trying to make up for it, I guess. He's, he probably got some type of anxiety issues or whatever. But anyways, she was telling him that she was sorry all that happened and she didn't want him to feel like that she was using him. He was like, nah, you needed help and I wanted to help you. I was like, oh. And she was like, she had to go. And he's like, okay, well, just hit me back. I was like, what? Okay. So then she starts cleaning up her house. So, when you have things on your mind, that's a good therapy relief to clean your house. She had her bandana around her mouth trying to clean her refrigerator out. So everything is spick and span. You see her in the grocery store, this long line, and this pregnant lady, real cute, asking everybody to help her out. And nobody's helping her out. Issa said, I got you. So they get up to the counter and the lady, the cashier's like, it's going to be $154. I'm like, what? That lady just had a little hand cart basket thing. And Issa just had wine. And I'm kind of like, what is that about? So Issa's card was declined. And she said, could you run it again? So the girl did. She said, hey, it's still declined. That doesn't change. And so the girl was just like, don't worry about it. Because Issa was trying to pay another way. She's like, don't worry about it. You give me the gift of perspective. I'm like, what is that supposed to be?
Right.
She was disappointed because Issa couldn't pay for her stuff.
So why she go to the store?
Cause she might have. Anyway, see, that's the thing. When you want to help people, you don't know if they're genuine or you don't know if they're just trying to scam you out or whatever. Cause I'm a sucker for trying. I told them that would have been me trying to help her too. So then she's driving and she sees old dude trying to run for a bus. This dude has played on a lot of stuff. I do not know his name.
Right.
But he has a familiar face. So she pulling up to the dude and asked him, I don't do that lifter boober. He said boober. I didn't see. We got to watch this episode again because it was really good. And I never really watch him again unless it's like probably after a couple of months or a year. Then I watch him over, but this is good enough to watch again. But and she's like, no, I used to drive for a Lyft, but I don't do that no more. Blah blah blah. So he gets in, and her mirror self, she keeps talking to her mirror self. She's like, don't do that don't give him no ride. And I'm like, yeah, for real. And he said, don't let this rheumatoid fool you. I still slap a bitch. I was like, what? This was lit. Then she's like, well, where you want to go? And he said, you're not trying to type it in that phone. Had the government all in my business. And I tell you, I said, I hear that a lot, boy. I hear that a lot. That's some old school stuff right there. I hear that a lot from older people. He said, just keep driving down La Brea. You'll find it. I mean, I'll tell you when to pull over. Now, that's old school, too. That's back in the day when we didn't have all this GPS and stuff. And you try to get somebody a ride, and you be like, dang. Like, how far did they tell me? They tell me it wasn't far, but they're going to tell me to pull over. Well, now or what? So, yeah. So he's telling her it's too cold in there. And she says, I'll warm it up. It's too hot in here. And then she said, he said, put it in the middle or whatever. And then she said, is that okay now? He said, I don't know yet. Give me some time. I was like, oh my gosh. And he said, let me feel it. Yeah, I think it's good. So then he said he got to pee. He said, I'm not peeing in my hat this time. And she said, sir, please don't pee in my car. And she drops him off. So I'm thinking when she dropped him off to a laundromat or something, I think. And she dropped him off, and I'm like, is she going to pull on? Because I would have. And so I think her mirror self was like, are you going to pull off? And she said, I'm not going to do him like that. He needs me. And I'm like, okay, so he comes back with some Fun Dip, and I'm like, he shouldn't be eating no Fun Dip because he probably diabetic. These diabetics don't listen. Y'all need to listen. But anyways, he's 60 something years, probably 70, needing a Fun Dip. But anyway, so he sees this dude with a shopping cart. I guess he was homeless or whatever, yelling out, and I forgot what dude's name was, but he yelling out the window. Charles. He said, yeah, I forgot. He had two different ghettos. Like one was one was better than the other. When you get to this certain level of ghetto, people don't know you no more. I'm like, what? Dude was tripping. So then, he said, I don't think that's him. That is him. That type of thing. And so they're driving. She said, well, where are we going now? He said, keep driving on La Brea like he was. I was like, oh my gosh, these ungrateful people. So he was talking about, you know about the black market or something like that, Black Planet. And she said, you know about the website? He said, no, the club. We ran a mini of a train that day. And I'm not talking about Amtrak. I'm like, ew. He's talking about Wendell went on the drugs. The cocaine, I forgot what type of drugs. So-and-so got locked up in the pen. And I was like, wow. So she finally dropped him off to this nice looking house. And the dude opens the door. He's like, Dad? Like,
that was terrible.
How long has it been since he seen him? Because he had Dad with a question mark. Like, and I'm telling you, that bus driver, I think that bus driver pulled off on purpose. Right. Because I think that bus driver used to him. Probably telling him to stop here and there, and it's not even on the route. I bet you. And probably don't even pay. But he told Issa thank you and all that stuff. So then, Issa look at her clock in the car. It's like 2:47. She's like, like she late, like she going to work or something. Let me go back, y'all. When Issa was at home, and she was looking at her phone still, I guess it was a Facebook, whatever, and people had nice comments. They loved the block party. They wanted to know when they're going to do it again. They liked the food. So she didn't reply to any of those people yet. The YouTuber girl that didn't start her channel out yet, she looked at her videos talking about N-words and violence and stuff at the block party. So I guess that kind of discouraged her. But anyways, so then she was late for a paint and sip where we see what PG County girls. Yeah, y'all see this? This wasn't even planned. Right. But I grew up in PG County till I was like 15, and then we moved to a different county after that. But let me tell you, That's accurate. PG County sucks. I don't care. I don't care. Those people was bad to me. They treated me horribly. But anyways, they was vibing and stuff, painting, and Kelli Pratt, I guess she was getting married, so she crowned on her head or whatever. And I was like, oh, is this some new what do you call that? Contro? The new quartet? I don't know. What you call four people? I don't know. The new four instead of, Molly, Kelli, and Tiffany. I thought it was going to be these new three people because the one girl reminded me of Molly and then Kelli Pratt reminded me of Tiffany with, she had the crown on her head and stuff. So I was like, oh, no, we found out they're going to add Kelli Pratt. So they just vibe and they have a good time and they leaving and the one girl looked like Molly. She was like, we going to the bar around the corner. I was like, oh, okay. I said, oh, that's cute. She gonna get some new friends. Right. Meanwhile, she's been ignoring Kelli this whole time. Kelli ain't do nothing. But anyways, Kelli crazy. And I do want to see more about Kelli. Why can't we get more story about Kelli? So anyways, they having a good time. They eating. They pumping her up. You did a block party. That was good. What are you? So what's the title? Are you a event planner? She said, no, I would call myself a cultural curator. They said, oh, go ahead with your man. So blah, blah, blah. She said, y'all need to stop it. Blah, blah, blah. So her and the girl like Molly went to the bathroom and they talking in the bathroom. And Issa in the stall talking about, hello. Hello, the girl gone, right? Issa get back to the table. And girl, she just said they got a list. They had a list like this, folded up, right, on the table. And it was like a what you call it? A scavenger thing, like for her wedding. It said, befriend a stranger, dine and dash. So then the bill is on the table. They left her with the bill. So then they show her, because I thought it was real at first, but if you watch this show, you probably wouldn't know it's real. She's speeding down the street and she sees them walking and she takes the picture and busts it over the girl that looks like Molly's head. But I don't remember what happened after that because it flashed back to Issa being in the car. So let's see what happened after that. I think she ends up at her mama house, which is Wendy Raquel Robinson. I still can't. I just don't get the mama. I don't know. Maybe an aunt, but not her mom. And she's trying to tell her mom, nothing's wrong, whatever. Then she busts out crying. And first, Wendy tells her, I'm just going to call her Wendy. She tells her to take her shoes off. She said, this is something new Stanley is trying to, I guess they trying to Asian vibe or something. But anyways, she gives her a big hug and she tells her mom, by the time you were 30, you were married and you had us. And she said, I didn't want y'all. I was like, And she said, I didn't think I could have any kids. So basically, I guess she was just saying that you just never know what's going to happen in life, basically. And cheer herself up. That's what I got from that. Mama talks, and she talking about, are you ever going to marry Stanley? She said, and inherit two something twins? Because I thought they was married already. And she's talking about how, I guess, she was like, is he treating you well? She's like, yeah, he treated me well. And I had to apologize to my daughter because I said, maybe I do be talking too much. But anyways. It's just when you're friends with your kids. People say you shouldn't be friends with your kids, but why not? But anyways. Okay, what happened after that age? Issa wants some Ethiopian food, so that's not what happened. She talked to Kelli finally, and she's like, yeah, she's never gonna call me, and blah, blah, blah. She's telling Issa, you ain't talked to Molly yet, well, you ain't apologized. And she said, why do I have to be the first one to apologize all the time? And she said, are you giving Molly the same treatment? And she said, yeah, I am. And I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. But so she gets to the Ethiopian restaurant, which they must have good food because we saw them there in season 1. So she's all like, I'm going to get my Ethiopian food. And then, so she sees Molly in there at the table, and she's like looking at her mirror self, and the mirror self ain't saying nothing. And so she's like, decided not to go in there. And I'm just like, wow. She gets back in the car, and then I believe that is the end of the episode. It's like, it was just getting good. Why? It was just getting good. But I don't know about them two. Like, I feel like it's both of them a lot. I don't know. Ever since the beginning, her and Issa, it's just always been this back and forth thing. Which, you know, they know they were playing with each other, but it just got real serious lately. Let me see. Do I have any other things to say? No? I think I got it. So, I guess we have to see what's going on with Nathan. Where is Daniel? Where? Where is Daniel? Where's the chocolate?
Fine.
I don't know, but then every time Daniel comes, he's got something, say something smart and ruin everything. So I don't know. Lawrence, I don't know about Lawrence. That Lawrence was not in this episode again. So he missed 2 episodes, y'all. So I'm gonna try to throw a picture in here of Condolence's constellation. I don't like the name Condola. My daughter, she tagged, she sent me on my Facebook, and she looks like Cousin Skeeter, so I'm going to try to throw that in there. But I recommend, if you can, watch this episode. It was really, really good, guys. And don't forget to subscribe, rate the video, comment, and I will see you next time.